Welcome back. The Leeward Community College Theater is set to premiere Popo Loheno. Am I saying that right? There, I said it right. There you go. Songs of Resilience and Joy. It's a groundbreaking musical celebrating the often overlooked contributions of African-descended individuals in post-contact Hawaiian history. Mahealani joins us now with all the details. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Lovely dress.
Thank you.
Say it for me. Popo
Loheno.
I did say it right. Okay.
You were perfect.
What is that exactly? What is this whole production all about?
Popo Loheno is essentially a collaborative song creation and research project focused on the history of people of African descent in these islands.
Wow. Okay. So, were there a lot that came to the islands early on?
There weren't a ton, but they were definitely here.
Okay.
From the very beginning of time when the Western ships were coming to do whaling and whatnot, the exploration ships, there were African-descended people on those ships. Some of them were enslaved, and some of them were free. But they were here from the very beginning of Western contact.
So the concert actually celebrates the bonds between Hawaiian and African cultures. Can you share a little bit about the connection there then?
Yes. Both cultures share the sense of venerating our ancestors. We have, I think, a similar reverence for nature. We have both been disassociated from the land of our ancestors in one form or the other. Yes. There's so much that we really do have in common, having our cultures misunderstood or truncated in ways which make it hard for us to recognize those commonalities.
Wow. Okay. So it goes deep. Yeah. Speaking of deep, you really dug deep for the lineup for this. You've brought together an incredible group of people: Kalani Pe'a, Kamaka Kehau, Fernandez, Patrick Landenza. Can you tell me all about all of who you've got going on here and what folks can expect? What can the audience expect from the performances?
Yeah, well, in addition to those artists you mentioned, we have Kumu Hula Kavika Alfiche, who contributed a song about John Blossom. We have Ikaika Blackburn, who didn't actually compose, but he arranged a song of my composition. Ooh. We have Kalike Pescaya, a wonderful young artist from Maui. We also have Azure McCall, who is known as Hawaii's First Lady of Jazz.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
That's a great group. Folks that want to come down, let me ask you this first. Why is it important to tell these stories? Why is it important to tell these stories through music? Because it's going to be a great night.
I think it's going to be, in fact, I know it's going to be a great night. And it's important that these stories are told, especially in a time when some of our histories are being intentionally erased or realigned in ways to stand up and be sure that these stories are told. And one great way to do it, especially here in Hawaii, is through beautiful music. Yeah. Which is why I approached these artists, because I knew that they would be able to bring it to this project and hopefully inspire people to create dances to some of these songs. And that is how stories live.
You know, in just talking to you, I sense a passion. Why are you so passionate about this?
I really do believe that there's so much that we have in common, and so many ways that we have been pushed away from one another, not necessarily intentionally, but just the way that the society has been. I'm strongly a believer in education. Yeah. I'm an educator essentially by what I do for the most part. Even though I teach music and dance, I'm an educator. And it's important to have that sense of respect for one another. And a lot of the challenges and problems that we have can be overcome with just that education and respect.
Did you have to do a lot of research in coming up with some of the ideas and some of your own opinions and thoughts about the two cultures coming together and how long ago it's been since the African culture came to Hawaii?
I did quite a bit of research. I have a lot more to go. I'm not about to claim that I know not even half of what I think I should know.
Right.
It's going to be an ongoing project for me. But yes, I had to do quite a bit of research.
Well, you know what? I commend you, because that's amazing that you're able to educate yourself first before you can educate others. And I think that that's a fantastic trait in anyone that wants to know something or a little bit more about what they're talking about. So that's fantastic. Give us the when the show is, what the times, when can we enjoy?
It's Saturday, this coming Saturday, August the 16th at Leeward Theater on the campus of Leeward Community College. I believe I said it was at 6:30. There are tickets, I believe, that are still available, at least as of this morning when I checked.
Okay.
So if you should come, because there's not that many tickets left. So get your tickets now so that you don't get left out.
How do we do that? How can we get tickets?
You can contact the Leeward Community Theater's website.
Okay, and that's on your screen right now, so that's perfect. We will also put that information on our website, kh12.com, on the Living 808 tab. You can search for this story shortly before lunch, preferably, and we'll have all those links for you. And if not, hopefully you got that web address so that you can get your tickets, because they're going quick, right?
They're going quickly.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate you being here on Living 808, and have a fantastic event. I think it'll be great.
Thank you so much for having me.